Hello everyone, welcome to CSS classes. C as in content, S as in strategy, R as in revision. So this particular series is basically on modern history facts. So now the facts which I'll be covering in this series is uh, it will be in advanced nature or advanced format, which are not easily available in um, normal books like Spectrum and all. So I'll be covering those facts which are relevant for exam, but they are not available in um, the books which usually aspirants go through. The basic books. Okay, so today's topic is Muslim reform movements in our modern times. Muslim reform movements. So Muslim reform movements is a very big topic. Muslim reform movements is a very big topic. We all know because a lot of movements are included in that topic. For example, like Deoband movement, like Aligarh movement. So a lot of movements are there. Ahmadiyya movement, Ahmadiyya movement. So these movements are very well explained in our basic books. So I will be not covering these movements because these are available in books. You can go through. In future, I can, if it is needed, I will cover in some videos. But today I will be covering that is Ahrar movement, Ahrar, Ahrar movement. It is also one of the Muslim reform movements, which is very less found in the books, but it's available in high level books. Okay, even it's found in books like Shekhar Bandyopadhyay, etc., etc. So I'll tell you the reference book names, which I've already told in my uh, l- I guess in my last MCQ video. Okay, so this is the list which I used to cover in my classes which are taken in Zoom. So these are the books, Bipin Chandra Spectrum. Most of the aspirants go through it, but because in today's times the UPSC prelims has become very dynamic in nature, so it is very evident that we should go through Sumit Sarkar, Banerjee Dubey, Shekhar Bandyopadhyay. Ramchandra Goa is only for the contributors part, which is very nicely written, and it helps you in prelims and both mains answer writing also. Bansal Tripathi is a very good book, and this book. It's a combination of Bipin Chandra, Mridula Mukherjee, Sucheta Mahajan, and Kem Panigar. So, my modern history course, it happens 4 times in a year. So, I cover in 45 to 50 days, PDF format. I explain in classes, Zoom session. Okay, fine. So now in my this YouTube channel, I have basically two things which goes on for modern history presently. One is the advanced MCQs, which you can find in I'm talking about modern history only. One is advanced MCQs, which you can find in my playlist. There are already 4 sets done as of now. I'll be doing fifth one maybe tonight. I'll be uploading, and another set is this particular series. This is the fact based series. So in each one video, one fact will be covered, and that fact will be like it will be an value addition. The fact will not be like a known fact, it will be a value addition fact. Remember, all my videos will be value addition. I will be not putting as of now any video which is already available somewhere in some basic books. I'll be not covering. I'll be only putting those facts which will help you in prelims, and it will create a value addition in your notes. Okay, so so let's start today's topic, that is the Ahrar movement. So Ahrar movement is also one of those uh, Muslim reform movements which was quite had a role to play in the national movement. Okay, so RR movement. Uh, Let me double it. Okay. RR movement was started, like it started in 1910. Okay, like it started from 1910. It was more famous in the late 1920s or the early 1930s, or in the decade of 1930s. It was more famous. So it was more famous in the 1930s. Okay, we'll come to that. It is a militant nationalist movement. So here it is a nationalist movement, remember. Now, if somebody asks you, was Muslim League a nationalist movement? No, Muslim League was not a national. They did not take part in the national struggle. Mostly, they did not take part. They did not take part. Muslim League, but RR movement, they took part in the nationalist struggle. It was spearheaded by Hakim Ajmal Khan, very famous personality. It was against here the keyword. It was against the Aligarh lawlist policies. That is the Syed Ahmad Khan. Syed Ahmad Khan was the pioneer of the Aligarh movement. It started in the 1870s or 1875 to be particular. That is which Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College, which led to the Aligarh Muslim University in 1920. Okay. Now the thing is, the Aligarh movement were quite loyal to British. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was quite loyal to the British because Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was working under the East India Company. So he was quite loyalist. He was not a bad person. He wanted upliftment. He wanted upliftment of Muslims. How? How he wanted? Through reform. He wanted upliftment through reform, not revival. Remember this thing. So he was a reformist. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was a reformist. He was not a revivalist. Reformist means anything which you want to bring a change, futuristic change, like into technology, into science and all. That is a reformist. You want to reform something like Raja Raman Roy. A revival means you are going back to your culture, like back to with the Vedas, back to the Vedas, back to the culture is revival. Okay, revival of something. Reform means coming forward. Like in layman terms, if you want to remember, reform means going forward, revival means going backward. Here nothing is bad and nothing is good. I'm not saying about that. I'm just saying the actual meaning. So Sir Syed was a reformist. Okay. Now we are talking about RR movement. RR movement was against this Aligarh loyalist policies because they kahin na kahin the Aligarh movement or Aligarh leaders were loyal to British. Now the RR people also advocated active participation in the nationalist movement, and more importantly, this was anti-communal. This was anti-communal. They did not play the Hindu-Muslim politics. It was anti-communal, and they participated in the national movement. They very well participated in the national movement. Means the Gandhiji's national movement, all other leaders' national movement for freedom struggle. So, RR wanted Hindu-Muslim unity. They wanted Hindu-Muslim unity. Okay. Now it was anti-communal, but Muslim League was communal. Muslim League was communal. Hindu Mahasabha, Hindu Mahasabha was communal. Okay, so this RR was against this. It advocated modern ideas of self-government, like self-rule or Swaraj. It was against the Lucknow Pact. It was against the Lucknow Pact. Now, why it was against the Lucknow Pact? I'll tell you. See, Lucknow Pact was in 1916. Lucknow Pact was in 1916. In that pact, Muslim League and Indian National Congress came together. Okay, came together. Okay, fine. Till this much you all know. And also that they were against because Lucknow Pact was a good thing. Lucknow Pact was kind of double-edged sword. Why? Because Lucknow Pact made Hindu-Muslim unity stronger. Okay, fine. That is a one point. It was made stronger because the Muslim League and the Muslim in Lucknow Pact, what happened? The Muslim League and INC came together. INC came together. Okay, but here the problem was there. Muslim League for coming together, there's an agreement. Muslim League demanded separate representation. Sorry, separate electorates of Muslims, right? Which was already there from 1919 Government of India Act. It was already there. Now they like they उन्होंने उनको लगा कि हाँ हमको ये चाहिए. Okay, they wanted that. INC did not say a no. INC said, okay, fine, we are fine with it. Now this was a blunder. This was a blunder because INC did not revolt also. This was a blunder in future times. Future time, what happened? What happened after that? We all know. Rest is history. Till now, also the problem, communalism problem, is there because election should not be based on religion. Election should not be based on religion. Separate electorates are giving to a particular religion, particular community. It is not good. You give today, tomorrow other religions will also demand. We do not have, after independence, we do not have this provision, but kahin na kahin it sowed the seeds of communalism. So RR movement was against, that is the reason RR movement was against the Lucknow Pact, because it knew ki okay, Hindu Muslim are coming together, Muslim League and INC are coming together, but in future it will be a problem, and it happened the same way, and today we are actually having a problem. Okay, fine. So they were against the Muslim League also, they were against the Lucknow Pact. They were against the Aligarh loyalist policies, but they supported the national movement. This point, they supported the national movement. If active participation in the national, in our national movement. Okay, next. So the prominent leaders' name you can remember: Hakim Ajmal Khan, Mazharul Haq, Hassan Imam. C.R. Das was also a leader. C.R. Das, Mia Muhammad Safi, very famous. Maulana Muhammad Safi. These two are very famous. Mia Muhammad Safi and Maulana Muhammad Safi. Hakim Ajmal Khan was also a Swaraj Party leader. Like not a leader, he was there. He was involved. Okay. Okay. Now some facts. The first RR conference. Now here the thing is some factual information also you need to know. The point is here we're talking about the conference. Now the conference started in 1931, the first conference, but this movement was already in place from 1909. So these three are the objectives. These three are the objectives of this movement. They declared to achieve independence in the country, okay, to make better communal relations between Hindu and Muslim, among not only Hindu and Muslim, among different communities, okay, to establish an Islamic system, in the country, and to uplift the Muslim masses of the country, to regain the lost glory of the past. जो पीछे वो चला गया था, जो मिडियवल में मुस्लिम ग्लोरी बहुत अच्छा था, बट आफ्टर द ब्रिटिश केम कहीं ना कहीं द मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी थोड़ा अपलिफ्टमेंट नहीं मिला उनको. दे डिड नॉट गेट द रिक्वायर्ड अपलिफ्टमेंट, सो दे वांटेड टू रीगेन द लॉस्ट ग्लोरी ऑफ द पास्ट. ओके, 1940 में एक चीज आपको याद करना है. 1940 में उन्होंने एक रिजोल्यूशन पास किया था. उनको भी मीटिंग्स चल रही थी. दे आल्सो यूज्ड टू टेक कॉन्फ्रेंसेस एंड ऑल. सो दे पास्ड रिजोल्यूशन जिसका नाम है हुकूमत आई इलाहिया. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर, इट कैन बी अ प्रीलिम्स क्वेश्चन. हुकूमत आई इलाहिया किससे रिलेटेड है? विद रेफरेंस टू मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री. बहुत सारे नाम आ जाएंगे, वेरी फेमस नाम्स आ जाएंगे. मुस्लिम लीग भी एक ऑप्शन रहेगा. इट विल बी द रॉन्ग ऑप्शन. द आंसर विल बी आरआर. द आंसर विल बी आरआर. ओके, तो ये एक रिजोल्यूशन लिया गया टू रीगेन इट्स लॉस्ट प्रेस्टीज एंड पॉपुलैरिटी. बट ये इतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ था, बट इतना सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुआ. क्यों इतना सक्सेसफुल ये मूवमेंट आरआर जो मूवमेंट है इतना सक्सेसफुल क्यों नहीं हुआ? बिकॉज इस पार्टी का द पार्टी डिड नॉट हैव इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर. एक प्रॉपर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं था, जैसे कि मुस्लिम लीग का था. उन्होंने काफी अच्छे से मुस्लिम मासेस को बाइंड किया था. इनका उस लेवल का ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर नहीं था. द पार्टी डिड नॉट हैड, सिंस द पार्टी हैड नो ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर, दे फेल्ड टू वर्क एट ग्रास रूट लेवल पे काम करने के लिए. फेलियर, there was a failure. They also juggled between following policies and remaining independent. वो काफी confused थे कि हाँ हम इंडिपेंडेंटली काम करेंगे या फिर पॉलिसी, ब्रिटिश पॉलिसी या फिर नेशनलिस्ट पॉलिसी मान के चलेंगे. तो कहीं ना कहीं डिलेमा में रहे. ओके, दैट इज ऑल्सो ए प्रॉब्लम. सो दीज ऑल थिंग्स, बिकॉज ऑफ दीज थिंग्स ये जो कॉन्फ्रेंस है ये इतना आप बोल सकते हो कि इतना फेमस नहीं है, लेकिन इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री. क्वेश्चन फॉर्मेट से ये आ सकता है, जो कि काफी इन डेप्थ इंफॉर्मेशन भी है. ओके, सो ये था, बस इतना छोटा सा था एक टॉपिक. सो आप मेरे चैनल पे जा सकते हो. मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल है, मेरा वेबसाइट है. आप हमारा वेबसाइट, जो वेबसाइट है वहाँ पे एक चलती है टेस्ट सीरीज. आप टेस्ट सीरीज देख सकते हैं वहाँ पे. एंड दिस इज my website www.csrclasses.in for online classes, mentoring, any kind of advanced test series, important topics, everything is found in this website. And if you have any kind of suggestion, if you want any kind of new videos which you want to if you want to see it, or you want to know something, you can just see. I usually put my comments off because I do not entertain some people who are not serious. because I exactly know there are only 1% people who are serious in this whole UPSC field, only 1%. So you can just text me you can get my number and all in this in website. My Telegram channel number is there, everything is there. You can just text me there. Okay. Okay. Thank you.